I'd never really cared for the German culture before until I'd gotten there, and I just fell in love with it straight away. I absolutely love the German culture and the German people's sense of humour. They are so funny. I can't even begin to describe. But if you go there, you'll see they're very, very funny people and very friendly people when you really get to know them. At first, they don't know you, so they sort of build up a little bit of a wall, understandably. But once you get past that, which doesn't take very long, they are very, very, very funny people and just very accommodating, very, very polite, very welcoming, warm people. I just love them. I also love the German food. I cannot tell you how many times I've been to the bakeries there. I think I might have gone every day for their pastries and breads, and their bread is so delicious. It's the best bread you'll ever get anywhere. Oh, the beautiful landscape of Germany. It's all green and there's beautiful hills. They just look so beautiful, the flowers. I love their Christmas markets. I love that they have 3 days of Christmas or 2 days. I love that they actually open their presents on Christmas Eve. They're just so cool. I also really love the German language. I always make mistakes still, but I just loved speaking it. And I love that the Germans are so helpful when you are trying to speak German, that they will actually correct you, or they will, not in a rude way, but they will help you with your German to make it better, because it is a tricky language. So I just appreciated their help so much. They're very helpful people. And I just love their traditional clothing too, the lederhosen and the dirndls. So the men wear lederhosen, the girls wear the dirndls. They're just so beautiful. Germany is the best country ever. The biggest city that I'd served in was a city called Nuremberg. It's a very famous city. It's a very important city in Germany's history. It belongs to a region called Bayern. And so there's lots of culture there and lots of history. It's a very big city. They have subways, they have trains and trams and buses, and just lots of public transportation. I think that's the most common form of transportation in Germany or overall, but especially in Nuremberg because it's so big. It's very famous for its history in World War II, as many other places in Germany as well. But in particular in Nuremberg, there's a museum dedicated purely to Adolf Hitler's basically rise to power in politics. So it's very famous for that. It's also famous for the Nuremberg trials from World War II. When the World War II was over, they were doing the trials for the German leadership who were involved in World War II. That's a bit more of a negative side. The flip side, the more positive side, Nuremberg is actually a very beautiful city and has lots of wonderful old buildings. They're famous for their Frauenkirche, and they're very famous for their Christmas markets. They're beautiful there. I just loved serving there. It was one of my favourite cities. There were so many different cultures there too. Lots of people from all around the world just living in Nuremberg. So not just Germans, but people from Turkey or just other parts of Europe that I met, lots of people. It was a really amazing place.